Well, hey, everybody. Wow. Were you waiting for me? Oh, my gosh. So let's let this build just a little bit. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. It seems like forever, right? Yeah, it really has been. Seriously, it's been a long time. So let's see. Who do we have? Hi, Diane. Hi, Michelle. I'm sitting here looking at my phone. Patty. Hi, Patty. Ah, I see that Eric Mullins has snuck in. He hasn't seen my face in a while. Hi, Michaela. Hey, Stephanie. How you doing? Let me move this over here so it doesn't look like I'm like looking away from you guys. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. My bad eyes, my old self. Hi, Barbara. How's everybody doing? Yeah, good. Oh, Eric says he's missing my voice. I know. I haven't talked to anybody. I know. It's been a crazy time. So, yeah, you know what I'm doing, right? I haven't done this yet today. My hydration. Yeah, so anybody who's watching this, if you haven't tried it, oh, you need to. This stuff is amazing, and it tastes good, too. I'm shocked. Tastes really good. Hi, Carol. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Tamara. Happy New Year, Michelle. How are you? Miss Autumn Lugo is on. Yes. So, yeah. See? It's good. I like the orange and I like the citrus, but I'm a citrus girl. So I'm not a fan of the berry, but I'm not a fan of berries. So that would be why. But they have two other ones. And I'm loving this. Lee's liking it too. So we're drinking one of these once a day and getting a lot of vitamins and minerals and things that can really help, just help you in your everyday life to be healthier, right? Isabel, hello. Starting to feel like I need some attention. And you know, when I don't get it, I start acting bad. Eric, I know. Behave yourself. I know Lisa's got this, though. You're good. So, okay, we've got quite a few on here. We have about 70 people on here. I can live with 70 for sure. I can live with 10, but it's okay. So, Happy New Year. For all of you who are, of course, on here following me in business, pay no attention to the boxes. I still have to pack and deliver my last order. Jesus, take the wheel, you know. Life's been a little busy, you know. For all those, let me just go ahead and get the update out of the way before anybody asks. I talked to Michael today. Hadn't talked to him. I'm sorry if my voice is gruff. First of all, the day after Christmas, I got the flu. My son Anthony didn't know he had it, so he came down to spend Christmas, and I got the worst end of the flu, the stomach bug, and Lee had it, and we had that for about a week, and then I thought that I was better, and I went back to work, and I went back to the side hustle of Ubering, and then I got the cold part of everything. I think it's just the stress and everything that happens. Hi, Kelly Hummer. Mwah. My cousin, but she's like a sister. Kelly is on here. I love you, girl. We need to catch up soon. Life has just been crazy, but I don't have to tell you about that. So I talked to Michael today. I'd been sick, and I'm still trying to get over all this stuff, and I was determined. I knew he was taken care of in the hospital. The nurses and doctors had him, and I was not going in there to catch more flu bugs. So it was all about me, Cupcake, because I was not getting sicker, that's for sure. So I'm still trying to get over it. I still got the cough, and I still got the snotty nose, but I cleaned it up for the live stream. And so anyways, I talked to him today for the first time since I was at the hospital last. He called me, which was good. And he sounded good, but sounded weak. You know, I had put on there that they found out that Mike, during all of this, somewhere had a heart attack. So he's in AFib again, which sucks because he had that straightened out, and now he doesn't. And then with a heart attack, it makes his heart weaker, that kind of thing. He also has congestive heart failure and stuff. Some of this you all already know. But he sounded good all in all. And what they're trying to do now is move him to a rehab facility closer to everybody. The hospital from here is over 2 hours away. So to go up there, it's like a whole day trip. Go up for a few hours, and we're in DC traffic. It's in the middle of DC. And then you're up there for a few hours, and then I don't get home till like 8:30 at night. So I couldn't do that all the time with working both jobs. But it's okay, because when you know they're taken care of, it's a good thing. So hopefully in the next few days, he will be moved to this facility, and everybody will get to see him a little bit more as he's trying to get back to at least the health he was in before the accident. Okay. So, you know, I mean, Michael has still got a bunch of health issues, so I don't know how well he'll be and all, but, you know, he's, you know, going to try to get back to where he was before and taking care of himself. And I think I stuck myself in the eye or something. So all your prayers, all your private messages, and I know, guys, I haven't responded to most of them. It's been a hell of a ride, okay, along with everything else. It's just been a hell of a ride. And, you know, never a good time for anybody to get in an accident or anything, but, you know, crazy. And then dealing with the regular stuff. Hi, Phyllis. I see Phyllis on here. So needless to say, thank you for all that. I always say my brother, his nickname should be Tigger, because no matter what happens to him in his life and where you think that he should end up, he always bounces. So if all this stuff had happened to me, y'all would be scattering my ashes somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Not with him, though. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But all good, all in all. So, you know, trying to, you know, get back to business and life in general. And, you know, we're down to the count. We're less than 10 months to move into North Carolina. And so, you know, that, of course, is on my plate. And, you know, business. And, yeah, business has been slow. Team sales have been slow. I don't think that I'm alone. I think a lot of you feel that. And I think that not unusual for January. You know, we always feel like we have to work harder because we are kind of retail, right? And people aren't looking to really buy whatever it may be. So in that, I'm going to tell you, this is nothing new. I need you to just keep pushing. You know, this is our Valentine line. Absolutely amazing. And because I've been so behind and everything, I really haven't had a chance to like dig in. But I did get some of the stuff in the boxes, and I haven't really been able to open everything up. But tomorrow is that day. And tomorrow, of course, is Closeout Tuesday for Campaign 2. And I have to wonder how many of you are already working on Campaign 3, because I find that this is the big mistake. You know, yeah, we're going to talk a little business here too, and we're going to talk life. You know, when you're on my inspiration page, on my own Ruth Molly page, you never know what you're getting, okay? You may get some stuff for business, you may get some stuff for life, but I'm hoping you're going to get a little bit of everything. Sometimes you just get pissed off at me, but that's okay too. But are you working? Are you already working towards this? Because here's the deal. 2 is getting ready to end, right? But if you're smart, your order was in over a week ago. If you're smart, you did this at the beginning of Campaign 2. This is what I notice. And I noticed this on my own team too. Like, people don't start selling for Campaign 3 until 3 starts. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be having your date in Campaign 2, which hopefully is long before the end date that you can actually put it in so that you can get the product. You should be working on obtaining sales for Campaign 3 before 2 even finishes, because why not? Why aren't you? I mean, it's really the way we've always done the business, but it seems like since the flex thing has started, that everybody has just kind of shifted to, oh, well, you know what? It's not Closeout Tuesday, and I can put my order in, you know, Sunday or Monday before. And you can. Look, it's the great thing about this business. You can do what you want to, but you should be having these. And if you're using campaign mailer like I do, believe me, they already have it. But a lot of people are just waiting for Closeout Tuesday to end so that that first day, Wednesday, they can put in their 3 right then. All these representatives who are ready, they're like, chomping at the bit, waiting to get their orders in. And this is such a good campaign to be able to get a free clinical eraser with any 2 new purchases. This is just, you guys should be like, you should be preaching that on your social media. You should be using the Avon social. You should be talking about what you love. You all know that the AE is the absolute even is huge for me because I have red undertones in my skin when I don't have makeup on. And it helps the under eye wrinkles. I mean, the stuff that I know, the stuff that I love, man, I am telling people about it. I am sharing it with them. And social media is a huge pull with that. So I hope that you guys are doing that. I ordered on Wednesday. I just got my C3 books. Okay, great. Hi, Shannon Stevenson. I see you on here. Happy New Year, my friend. Okay. So what I'm telling you is, even if you've always done it a certain way, and if it's working for you, I'm going to tell you, don't change it. If you have something that's working for you in your business and you've been doing this X amount of months, X amount of years, I'm going to tell you, don't fix what isn't broken. If it's working for you, then keep doing it. But for the rest of you, and some of you who are new, sometimes you're like, I don't know what to do with this. This isn't working for me. And then I order and something could be sold out or whatever it is. Guys, hi, Kim Marie, how are you? You need to get the orders in earlier. You do. And especially our seasonal stuff, like it or not, Avon doesn't order stuff so that we're going to carry masses and masses of overstock. Okay. They're not going to do that. They're going to take this and they're going to put they're going to get what they feel like we can sell. But if you're waiting till the end of the whole campaign, you may not get what you want. So beat the ones who want to wait till the end. Beat them to the punch and get it. If you're really that worried about taking care of your customers, then you know what? Maybe readjust. Maybe tell your customers that you need your order on the second day of the campaign 3 cycle, or if you don't want to start this till campaign 4, the second day of the campaign 4 cycle. And that way they're looking at the books earlier. And tell them, I've changed my date so that I can almost guarantee you to get the products you want. I don't want to wait till the end. I want to do it now. I want to be able to get your products. I want to make the money. I want to make you happy, So if you want to do that or have the best opportunity, the best chance to get your products, then adjust from the end and do it at the beginning and back it up and get the brochures and everything to them sooner so that you can hit that goal. And many of you, look, so many people on my team, I haven't even gotten the recognition out yet. Sorry, guys, it's coming. But we had so many hit President's Club, which for all of you who just are following me because you're hoping I'm going to say something funny, okay, that means that people hit $10,000 in sales in a year. That means that they have strived to hit that top mark so that they can earn 40% on all our core products. And that is an accomplishment because only 10% of the Avon community in the US hit President's Club or above. So if you've done that, celebrate it, because when there are hundreds of thousands of representatives in the US and you are one of the ones who can say your President's Club, Honor Society, Rose Circle, and above, you are the best of the best when it comes to sales. And by the way, you are the ones who should be building a team. Why? Because you have already figured out how to do this, and you are the best person to show everybody else how to get this done, how to get it done. That is just, hi, Wendy, how are you? Hi, Britta. That is the way to do it. And I know you go, oh, well, you know what? I should have been, but I couldn't get this. Look, I get that. But I need to tell you something. Fourth quarter's over. We know what we didn't like. We know what we wish was different. It wasn't different, okay? We cannot go back and keep dwelling on what wasn't then. What are you going to do differently? I always tell people on my team, we always look for the company that we're with to control everything. We always look for the company, no matter who you are listening to me, you think, oh, well, they have a lot of control. But we have control over how we run our business. For the first time ever in Avon, we have control of when we put our order in. We have control of how we do business with our customers. We have control over what we share. They have given us the tools. They have given us so many things that we need from Avon Social. The samples are so improved. I'm so thrilled with the Skin So Soft, not just the oil, but the lotions that they gave us, and the fact that our perfumes and they're back, and our colognes for men. And, we have the lipstick bullets, and we have got what it takes. But we forget that we yell that we are beauty bosses, but you don't want to take control to really act like that boss. You have the power. And if somebody like me, not that I'm anybody special or anything, but if I'm sitting here telling you, do it earlier, get your stuff now, then why aren't you? Why aren't you at least giving it a try? Why aren't you getting it in earlier so you can make the money, so that you can satisfy those customers, so your customers will tell other people how awesome you are, and you're going to get referrals. And getting the books, let's talk about our online customers. When you get those books to them sooner and you gear them towards ordering as soon as they can, even your online customers then are going to be able to get what they want when they want it. Okay. So Venus says, I got my first recruit last month. Venus, congratulations. Now show that girl how she can do what you do. That is the key here. Everybody thinks you have to have some degree or something to help lead somebody to success. No, the first thing you need is an able body. You need an able body. And sometimes we have a lot of people on our teams, as your teams grow, that are not able bodies. They're just okay with what they're doing. And there may not be much, but they're okay with their business, and they really don't want to learn anything more. You're not trying to teach the people who don't want to learn, people, okay? You're trying to lead the people who want to be led to the success that you can show them. Too many people bark about nobody wants to do anything. Nobody wants to, nobody wants to sell. Nobody wants to recruit. Okay, well, the point is, and if they don't want to share and they don't want to do it, it's okay that they're on your team. When they do it, they do it. But you're going to find that person who just wants to eat up the information, who just wants to learn more about business tools that are there, about apps that they can use, about things that can make their life easier, that can help them work smarter instead of harder, right? Isn't that what it's all about when you're in business for yourself? You don't mind working, but if there's a smarter way to do it, you'll want to do it. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if there's a quicker way to wash my car, wash the dishes, make the bed, whatever it is. If I can get a good job done, but somebody can show me a way to do it better and do it smarter, I'm all in. I don't know about you, but I am all in. I don't want the pain, I want to figure out how to do it better, okay? So I would encourage that. We have so many things coming. I don't know if everybody, I know I put it in both my Team Onward group and my Onward No Matter What group, but the products that we have coming that Michael and Evie were on there talking about, gosh, guys, and they have samples too, I don't know anybody who doesn't want to control a little bit of cellulite, who don't want to firm something up? Are you following my drift? Without riding the bike for 18 miles. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes a little cheat sheet, you know? So we need to help them with the cheat sheet. You know, you need to get those samples, and then you need to follow up and say, what did you think of that? I've been doing that with my online customers. I have been, you know, sending them the samples of some of this stuff, saying, I will be contacting you in a week or so to find out, what did you think of this? You know, is this something you're interested in? And because I'm excited about these kind of products coming back, because we used to have them before. So very, very excited about that. So, you know, there's a lot of things coming, and, you know, our skincare line, you guys already know that we have the best of the best. And, you know, they're working on our makeup line, and they're constantly making improvements. And we have the lash serum, and help people improve whatever they want to improve about themselves. But you don't know if you don't ask. You know, there's so many of you who you're already, hi Tim Brown, how are you? There's so many of you who are defeating yourself. You psych yourself out and you defeat yourself before you even get started. And we're not just going to talk about business here. We're going to talk about life too, because you already convince yourself that whatever it is that you're going for in life or business, that you're going to fail, that you're going to run into a brick wall, that somebody's not going to like it. You take, you know, instead of taking 8 great opinions or 8 great compliments, you take the one bad thing, and you're just like, that just ruins your world. It's like, you know, if you have people who are sitting in the front row and they've earned that VIP seating, right? Like they've participated, they've walked the journey, they've been where you've been, they get it, and they have an opinion. And they, most of the time, their opinion says, oh, well, I get it. I know where you're at. Keep going. I'm telling you, it's going to be okay. But instead, you've got somebody way up in the cheap seats. You've got somebody way up who couldn't even afford to be down front in the VIP seating, who's been there, who's done it, who understands the journey, who's walked that life, or they've experienced that thing in your life. And you're allowing them to have an opinion, or to beat you down, or berate you, or tell you, oh, you shouldn't do this, this isn't going to work. Oh, you shouldn't go do that job. Oh, you shouldn't go do that thing. Or maybe, you know, you shouldn't move, or you shouldn't think that way, or you shouldn't want to do that. Why is it that you take the first negative thing that comes your way and you go, oh my gosh, this is why I can't do this. This is why. And look, we're all guilty of it. Believe me, sometimes I struggle with it still every single day. And sometimes there are people that you feel like should support you, and they don't. I need you to know, they're not the people that you should be even entertaining their opinions. I was reading today. You guys know I'm an avid reader, right? And for the second time in less than 3 months, I am reading Girl Wash Your Face. And every time I read one of the chapters again, I feel like she's a personal friend, and I've never met her, but Rachel Hollis is absolutely amazing. I'm so excited about her next book coming out that's called Girl Stop Apologizing. I feel like the title was made for me. Girl Stop Apologizing. And Girl Wash Your Face, well, you know what, you can take that any way you want to, but the truth of the matter is, it's about not believing the lies that people put towards you, or maybe the reactions you've always given people, and that you just keep doing it. You can be there for somebody, or somebody tells you what you should do in your life, and what you should do in your business. And I want to know, tell me about the expertise that they have in what you're doing. If you're doing something in this life that they haven't done, it seems to me that you're more of an expert than them, because they're just up there sitting on their fat fannies or skinny asses or whatever it is that they're sitting on, and they're trying to tell you you how to run your life and your business. And it's just an opinion. And let me remind you again, how many times have you heard me say this? Their opinion of you is none of your business. There we go. Yes, I am very passionate about that these days. Not my business. It's not even my business what your opinion is of me. Look, I got all kinds of stalkers on here right now, okay? People who come on and they never say a word. They come on and like, let's just see what she's going to say today. I got so many things I could disagree with. Or you know what, she always thinks she knows what she's talking about. Well, number one, I don't know everything I'm talking about, but I surely don't talk about anything I have not been through. I am never going to tell you what it's like to die because I'm still here, okay? At least last I checked, I'm still here. But I can tell you what it's like to deal with death. I can tell you what it's like to lose a parent. Both of my parents are gone. I can tell you what it is to lose a best friend. I can tell you what it is to cut ties with people who are not in your best interest. And that's another thing you'll hear from me when I do come on these live streams. You better figure out who it is or what it is in your life that is in your best interest. Do you hear me? If it is not in your best interest, why are you entertaining it? Get the heck away from it, people. Don't just walk away. Run. I know you say, Molly, I ain't run in 15 years. It's the time. Run. Run, Forrest. Run. That's what I say to you. Run. People want you to do in life what they're comfortable with. People sometimes want you to continue doing in life and by the way, what you've probably made them comfortable with. Okay, you are not without fault here. I am not without fault here. But when you know that it's time for a change, or when you're really trying to build this business, or you're trying to have a better life, or you're trying to improve your relationship, no matter what it is that you're trying to do different and get it right this time in 2019, if there's somebody who's trying to tell you, don't do it, you don't need to do it, you are fine how you are, and you know you are a hot mess, run, Forrest, run. Because what happens is when you start improving you, when you start wanting more than what you have in the moment, suddenly it's apparent that they are settling. Suddenly it's apparent that they are uncomfortable with what you're doing. And you need to do what's in your best interest and remove what is not in your best interest. And you need to quit listening to the people in the cheap seats. They ain't lived your life. They ain't walked in your shoes. They think they know everything. And really, they know very little. They think they're going to tell you they know you. They're going to tell you that they know how you should do this. They're going to tell you why this doesn't work for you. They are going to tell you why you should just settle for what you have in life right now. And I'm telling you, if that's what you want to do, you can be okay with it. But if it's not, you need to stand up and you need to be brave. Maybe for the first time ever. You need to take care of you and the business you want, the life you want, the relationships you want, because that is who you have chosen to be. When you choose greater than what you have now, and you know it's going to take work. You know it's going to take more effort than you've ever put forth before. When you know that and you're okay with it, you're the only one you have to be okay with, okay? You. I was talking to my son, Anthony. We've talked actually a couple days in a row. And Anthony got the news that one of the guys that he works with, not an old guy, he's in his 40s, younger than Anthony's mom, and that he was just diagnosed with a terminal illness and that they have given him 6 months. And Anthony was just, just completely tore up about it. He's a good friend. He's got 2 kids and he's got a wife, and Mommy was finally like getting his life together. And Mom, I don't get it. And I said, Anthony, none of us are promised tomorrow, far less 6 months. I said, I have learned one thing in life, and that is you just try to live every day to the fullest. I'm watching my son who's 20, Anthony's 25, 26, can't even keep up with my son's ages. And I'm watching him really, and it's not the first time Anthony has experienced death. He's lost, of course, people in his family, and he's lost friends to overdoses, and he has lost people to accidents and senseless accidents. And it, I realize that in this world today, it's such a fast world, and there's so much of the world that's not happy, and there's bad things we eat and bad things we're a part of. And I have to tell you that it's going to happen, people. It's going to happen. And I said, son, you have the ability to do what you've always done. When you have a friend, you are the best friend ever. And you love that friend till the end, and you don't treat him differently because of his diagnosis. And you love him through it. And you be his friend through it, because, Anthony, that's what you do. And I said, but Anthony, this is why, if there's something you want in life, you go after it. Not because you think it's going to make you happy in 5 years, because you think it's going to make you happy now. A lot of people have, talked about me with my move and, why I'm looking to get out of Maryland. Besides the most obvious, I think I live besides California in one of the most expensive states out there, because we're right near DC. And of course, I've lived here all my life. And number one, it is definitely cheaper, so it puts me in a better place. And I wanted to do this quite a few years ago, when Mike got sick with cancer. And Lee and I have always wanted to go someplace else. And we had looked at North Carolina. And for me, I'm like, okay, well, I haven't lived anywhere else, so it's going to be good for me either way. And Lee, of course, is legally blind. And, this year he has definitely lost more of his sight. And the struggle is real. And don't feel sorry for him, because if you do that, he's going to expect it. Stop that. Nobody feels sorry for Lee. Lee is very good at just taking life and taking the punches. And he just keeps going through it. And I thought, I could get sick. Mike's accident, that could have been me, and maybe I didn't make it, or something could happen with Lee. And I thought, even if I don't reach my goal, and I fully intend to be there by October, I want to know that I was doing everything I could to get there and enjoy the journey to get there. That's the key. The key is, whatever you're doing, you have to figure out how you're going to enjoy the journey. You have to figure out when it's time to cut ties with things and people that are holding you back from the best journey of your life. You can't do it. And I know sometimes that's hard. It hurts. But when you know what you want in your business, and you know what you want in your life, and sometimes it's just a little piece. It's just simple. Sometimes is I don't want to struggle as hard. And I know if I go somewhere else, I'm not going to have to struggle as hard financially. Sometimes it's I don't get a lot of new adventures, but I want to go on an adventure for me with my husband of him experiencing me experience something for the first time, which is getting into a place and have it be our choice of where we're going and what we're doing. Being able to take my business with me and do it anywhere I want to do it. I can even take my side hustle, Ubering, with me, which is really great. So I'll still have stories for y'all. And I don't want to just settle. Don't just settle. Don't just settle. Don't just settle for where your business is right now. Gear it up. Hit that accelerator. See what you can really do with this life. And if your business is part of something that you want to see, and if you want to help people, get in something that you know that you can help people help themselves, not where you're enabling people, because if you let somebody come into business and you're doing all the work for them, that's just crazy. You know, you want to know that you had a hand in letting somebody know, yes, they can. And for me, people say, Molly, why do you share all of this? Why do you get on and tell us about your struggles? Why do you come on and why do you do these Instagram and why do you open up your life? And I say, because I'm dumb. No, I'm kidding. I'm not really. I say because that's what I'm put here for. I am put here to be brave and let people judge me. I am here to be brave and let people have their opinions. I am here to be brave and be honest because so many of you follow me because you see yourself in me. You see the fact that life is not perfect. God have mercy if I ever write this book about my life. You're going to go, damn, Molly, we didn't even know about that. Okay. The point is, if I can, you can. But you don't get to do it without the work. You got to work at a better life. You can't just say you want it. You got to get out there and do what it takes to have a better life. Hi, Diane. You got to be able to say, you know what? I can't worry about whether I get cancer. I can't worry about whether Lee loses the rest of his sight first. I can't worry about, is this growing as fast as I want it to? I can't worry about the fact that somebody may want to disown me because they don't like my decisions, or you might lose your friend because they don't get it and they take everything as a personal attack. I'm telling you, there are better things out there in this world. God has more for all of us. I believe that. But when we stay in that little circle and we stay in that little comfort zone and we never even give ourselves a chance to be successful because we're too scared of failing. We're too scared of somebody disagreeing with us. We're too scared of the opinions. We're too scared of the message that's coming from the cheap seats. We're too scared, and you've got to give up the fear and be brave. And in a year of doing that, I'd love for us to come together on the exact same day in 2020 and say, so all of you who were with me, who said you're going to be brave, you're not going to listen to the noise. You're going to let go of the static. You're going to want something more, but instead of just wanting it, you're going to fight for it. You're going to go after it. You're going to own it. And if you're just 1% better every single day, 1% better, than you were yesterday. In a year's time, together, we will be 365% better than we were today. Think about it. Quit trying to be 20% better than you were yesterday. 1% better will lead us in 365 days to 365% better. You want something different on your team? Be 1% better with what you give them to work with. 1% of your team can do better, can grow their sales. 1% of your team, because of your encouragement, can believe that they can do this. They can have a better life. That friend who thinks they have nothing, you can make them believe 100% better that you are behind them, that you have their back, that you know they can, to get away from the negative and be 1% better. And in a year, I bet that person blossoms on your team. I bet that friend you're trying to help becomes a better friend. I bet they become a better person and they realize, I don't deserve to be stepped all over. I don't deserve to be hit. I don't deserve to be slapped with rude and obnoxious talk behind your back. I don't deserve to be put down. I don't deserve to listen to those opinions, because I am striving to be 1% better every single day. And even if on one day or 2 days or 10 days out of 365 days, even if you take 10 of those days and you're like, nope, Molly, it didn't happen today, you're still 355% better than you were last year on this day here in a year. Baby steps. I talk to you about that all the time. Baby steps. Take the baby steps. Get back to finding some joy in your life. And if you're not in a joyful circumstance right now, then work towards the joy that you know you want. Work towards the love that you know you deserve. Work towards the better you and let go of the negative. Don't give it credence. Don't talk about the negative. Don't talk to the negative. You rule what you put yourself in the middle of. You rule where you're going to let your brain go. See, God gave us, He gave us the power of choice. He gave us, He doesn't say we all a bunch of Stepford wives and we got to do it all the same way, or this is where you're at now. So guess what? You got to stay in this crappy place that you're in now. You've got to stay in this place because this is what you've gotten everybody used to. No, my friends, that's not what this is about. You do not have to stay where you're at. You have the ability to rise up 1% better every single day. You don't need me breaking your backs on stuff. You don't even need me giving you the direction of where you want to go, because no matter what you say deep inside of you, you know what you want to change about you. You know what you want to change about your life, and you know what needs to change about your business or your attitude or who you hang with or who you let get in your ear, or are you listening or reading the right things, or are you full of nothing but the drama in the life? If you choose it, you're going to live it. Something my mama said, and then I'm going to get off of here because I don't want to take up any of Carla Lytle's time, because I know she has a live stream at about 10 minutes. My mama used to say, Molly, choose your friends and the people that you associate with. I need you to really choose them. And look, this is a lady who told me this at 16, and I did not get it then. She probably told me this at 12. I can't remember, but I lost mama at 16. So she said to me, Molly, if no matter what you want to be, she said, if you live with snakes, if you party with snakes, if you eat like snakes, if you crawl like a snake, if you think, eat, the whole 9 yards, if you act like that and you associate whatever you are, that's what you're going to be, Molly. I don't care that you a puppy dog. You're going to act like and associate with, and it's going to come out of you exactly what you're around all the time. So if you're around people who want to constantly talk about just how bad life is, and they can never find the good in anything, you're going to be that person whether you want to or not. Teresa Paul says it all the time. Nothing changes when nothing changes. And that's not just about the state of your business. It's about the state of your life. So I hope that although you'll hear from me, I'm sure, long before January 7th, 2020, I hope that when we look again, that you will be able to see a 1% improvement in every day. But let me be clear, you're not just going to see it. You have to make it happen. It's not just going to happen because you claim it. People say, claim it. I'm going to be a millionaire. Claim it. And you suddenly going to be a millionaire. No. You claim it and then you go after it. You claim it and then you do what you can every day to make it happen. And you know what? Every goal is big to you. You could say, Molly, yes, Kim Scott, garbage in, garbage out. Absolutely. That's a Southern way of saying it. I'm going to pick all that up when I get down there, Kim. Okay. See, it's not going to be Kim anymore. It's going to be Kim. You know, you got to drag everything out of it. I can slow down with what I'm talking. Can't be doing all this stuff about, hey, y'all. Yeah, I've been trying to pick that up. You know what? I'm trying. But she's right. Garbage in, garbage out. She's absolutely right. You are only going to be what you set yourself up to be. And for me, it's time for change. And I'm owning it. And it's not always going to be easy. But that's what I'm working on. So that's why I stepped away from the Friday night calls that say I have to show up there. Now with live streams, I feel like I can come anytime something's on my mind and share it with you. I haven't forgotten you guys at all. I haven't. You guys are in my heart, and I will always be here sharing with you business, sharing with you life, and sharing with you how things are going for Lee and I. I always will. I'll keep posting. Social media is my thing. Y'all know that. But I've got some big goals and I got some big plans, and it's not going to happen without me putting my all into it. And that's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. And I'm not just claiming it. I got to make it happen. Lee and I are going to make this happen. We are. We want to get in the best state of mind and state, North Carolina, wherever that is for you. It's all good. But we're going to claim that state. We're going to claim North Carolina as ours. And we're hoping, I'll tell you what my dream is that once I get to North Carolina and get settled, I dream of saying, okay, we're all going to meet up somewhere, whether it's a picnic where we bring everything, no matter what it is. And then everybody who wants to be there, Molly and her honey bun cake and her food, and let's just embrace each other. And I want to share my goal that, yes, I'm here. We made it. Lee and I made it. We made this big, hairy goal of making this happen and share how we did it. But then to hear what you made happen in that time. Wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be so much fun to be able to. Anybody who wants to come, you ain't just got to be in North Carolina, but it might be a lengthy trip for you. But to be able to do that, you know, that would just be awesome. So, so again, I love you guys, and thank you for tuning in. And if you're on the replay, hey, hit the thing, #replay. Let me know where you're from, and if you think that anything about this can help anybody in your group, on your page, or people struggling with the cheap seat opinions and things like that, believe me, I know they got to hear a little about my company. But if you think this can help, share it. Share it. If you think it can help your team in business, share it. That's why I do this on my Onward with Molly page, because life's about more than business. I love business, but I believe like this. And when I became unhappy in parts of my life, I think it started playing on my business too, just like I preached to you guys that it will. And I'm ready to get it back in full focus. And I hope you guys are too. So, mwah, I love you. Got to get back to doing some welcome packs for my team and get on with business and life. So take care. Don't forget to tune in with Carla on her page. She got a lot to teach you guys about business. She one smart little girl. I'll tell you, she may be like an adopted daughter to me, but girlfriend got it going on. So if you're not following Carla Lytle, you need to. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.